That definitely makes sense. We mentioned Volkanovski there. Do you see him beating the Korean Zombie when they fight? If you had to pick that fight, if I gave you $500, you're a betting guy. Who would take that fight?
Yeah, I mean, I would take the champ, but then again, it's all styles, it's all matchups. Who lands big shots? Things happen in there, man. Small gloves, shit happens all the time. But I would lean towards the champ, but I've been wrong before, you know.
And you mentioned Giga sort of being a little overconfident in the fight. And then obviously there was the comments after the fight saying he'd beat you 9 out of 10 times. I know you talked a bit about this with Ariel yesterday, but did that surprise you though, just because you guys talked after the fight, he was really respectful. And then here he is going on Facebook saying that he beats you 9 out of 10 times. Was that a bit surprising to you?
Yeah, I feel like there's two different Gigas. There's one in person and one in the interviews. And like I said, I try not to take the interview ones too personal when I hear them talk a certain way in person. But when you do enough of that shit, I'm going to change the way I address you in person if you do enough of the interviews, you know, a certain way. So it is what it is, man. When you talk like that, like the champ said, you open your door to all of it, you know. So when it doesn't work out, get ready for that comment section.
For sure. And just like you can't take fight picks too seriously either, right? So there we go.
Like that. Like that.
Yeah, there we go. Just sort of last thing on Giga as well. Do you think that's him or that's more his manager? You know, his manager kind of gets on Twitter and sort of uses his fighters' accounts and stuff. Do you think that's kind of rubbed off on him a little bit? Because we're seeing that with some of his fighters where they kind of can be like that a little bit.
I mean, you see it happen a lot. It's tough when it's not getting rewarded for it, you know, because if you win the fight when you talk some shit, you do get rewarded for it. So it's a fine line. It's a fine balance. But when you sell out, you sell out. You know, you open yourself up to it. It is what it is. I prefer to just, you know, keep it a little bit, less being said, more being shown. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's his account. So no matter who's doing it, it's still it's coming out that way, you know. So I have control over my accounts. No one's talking some shit on there unless it's going through me. So whatever the case, man, I don't know. Like I said, man, I don't even like talking about usually the fights even after a win. The last one was off the loss. It was probably a long time with that 1 year off, and then the way that one ended, and then being patient, and then going into this one and having them overlook me, it was only added motivation. There was a lot of chips on the table for this one, and like I said, I'm just happy to get my hand raised and pull through with a solid W performance, and now be in a position where my trajectory's fighting up, a guy higher ranked, hopefully, and just more opportunities, more big moment opportunities.